I'm here today in a sunny London in Piccadilly to answer any questions the general public may have about therapy. So if you're close, pop by and ask me a question.
How long does it actually take for therapy to make a difference?
I wish I could give one blanket answer to everybody about that, but it really does depend. I mean, I have some clients that come to me and they literally just turn up for the 1 hour a week and expect to see changes really quickly without really implementing any of the tools or building any of the self-awareness in between sessions. So their progress is naturally going to be slower. I have other clients that still only see me once a week, but when they come in between, they are building their self-awareness, they are journaling, they are using tools, and they can see progress quite quickly, in as quick as 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, but also it does depend on what you're coming to therapy to address in the first place.
Like, I've not had therapy myself before, but it's something that I've thought about. Mm-hmm. The thing that kind of has stopped me is, like, if I start with a therapist, how long do I give it to make sure that it feels right with them, if that kind of makes sense? Like, how long do I give it until I'm like, this isn't working. This isn't right.
Yeah, and again, sometimes it really does depend, because you may be, you might pick a therapist that isn't suitable for you, or there's not that compatibility there. But I think you need at least 3 or 4 sessions to be able to build that rapport, get that understanding, and also feel more comfortable in that space and start to work on building that trust where you can become more open with your therapist.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So where would I go? Where do you say Omnia Health Group? Is that where do I go to get therapy?
That's where you could go and sign up. So you can sign up today. Your application will be reviewed. Then we'll let you know what level of therapist will be the right match for your presenting issue. And you can start as early as tomorrow.
Perfect. No, that sounds good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, so my question was, how would you say is the best way to go about dealing with overthinking and the anxiety that comes with it?
Overthinking and anxiety is something that I deal with pretty much daily with all of my clients. It's quite common. First of all, it's identifying the benefit of those thoughts. Are they helpful? Are they unhelpful? Categorizing them. We can use some CBT techniques to help you pinpoint and highlight alternative thinking patterns to ease the burden of that overthinking, ruminating, and ease it. It's something that takes a bit of time to reverse the thought process, if that makes sense. But once you get it, and I hear clients all the time in the beginning, they say, oh, that takes up a lot of time, that's going to take a lot of thinking. But eventually, within a couple of weeks, they just do it, and they're like, oh my God, I've done it, and I didn't even think it through. It happens, once you get the idea, it happens quite quickly.
So what's like a tip you would give me to stop that pattern and maybe try and reverse?
Right, so stop, pause, breathe in the moment. Ask yourself, what is the alternative to this thought process?
Right.
So give me an example.
Well, I just feel like I stress a lot about my future.
Okay.
You know? Sometimes I feel like I'm doing something, it takes too long, and then I start getting, I wouldn't say like I feel like I have anxiety, but I feel like I get anxious quite a lot.
You get restless at the thought of, is it going to happen? Is it going to go the way I want it to? Again, completely natural. We all think about what tomorrow or the future might hold. Am I on the right path? They're very natural thoughts.
Yeah.
But you've also got to think of how much time are you wasting on thinking of the future rather than being in the present moment.
Okay, so just be more in the present.
Exactly, being in the present. Use those thoughts to motivate you, but think about how much time you're spending on those thoughts per day. And I always say to clients in the beginning, give yourself a limit. Okay, so are you going to think about in the morning of, okay, what does my future hold? Okay, you've had your 10 minutes in the morning. If that thought comes up again in the morning, dismiss it, because you've had that time to think about your future for that morning. Then if you do it again in the afternoon, and then eventually it will just reduce because you'll learn to live more in the present.
All right, well, yeah, that answers it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, thank you.
So I'm a med student from Germany, and I'm afraid of needles when it comes to myself. Mm-hmm. And it comes sometimes to the point that I even faint.
Okay.
So, yeah, do you recommend anything Like, or do you have any advice?
I think from the type of therapy that you would benefit from would be EMDR, because it sounds like it's a phobia.
Yeah.
The EMDR therapy is so effective in helping to understand where the root cause is and just desensitizing the brain to the reaction. So in your case, to the needles,
Yes.
can be worked on during the process of EMDR. So that will definitely be worth looking into for you.
All right, that sounds good. So do you like try to look in this situation then to like where the start from this phobia comes from?
Yeah, so we will do a history assessment and understanding of your background and understanding perhaps maybe where it developed from. And when we do the EMDR phobia protocol, we start with an image in your mind of that represents the fear of the phobia, and that's how the protocol works.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
No problem. Good luck.
I feel like I'm beating myself up because I feel as if I'm not being productive enough.
Okay.
I should be. And then that causes me to beat myself up more.
Yeah.
And then dig deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
And it kind
okay.
of spreads into other areas of my life as well, you know?
So it's almost like you're getting stuck with the not being where you wanted to be, and then because you feel like you're not progressing, it's then affecting your motivation to get things done in other areas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to ask yourself, how helpful is it to keep worrying about how it could have turned out rather than how it has turned out? Right? You've also got to think of, you can't change the past, but you can change the future.
Yeah.
So if you can think of actually what is the goal that you're working towards, it doesn't mean that you're going to get that goal tomorrow. It doesn't mean you're going to get it next week. But if you keep one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, you will get there eventually, but you won't do if you're going to be burdened and heavy with all of that negativity. Believe in yourself.
Thank you.
No
Thank
worries.
you very much.
One of the things I would love to ask my therapist that I've not asked my therapist is, for those nights that I really can't shut my head off, for those nights I can't shut my head off when I'm trying to go to sleep, what's your 3-step list that I should go through to just kind of shut my head off and just focus on the next day coming ahead and forget the day I just had?
I think the best thing is breathing exercises. There's loads on YouTube.
Sorry, are you the therapist?
That's me, yes.
I didn't know that, my darling. I'm so sorry. Hi.
Hello.
What would you recommend?
Yes, so breathing exercises are always a great way. There's loads on YouTube. We've actually got one on our website as well, which is the 4-7-8 method. So it's a 5-minute breathing technique that a video that you can follow. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, you breathe out for 8. It goes on for 5 minutes. I always say with breath work, don't think you're going to be able to do the full 5 minutes in the first go. It's a practice and it takes time. So if you do a minute on the first day, that's great. Try for 1 minute and 10 seconds the next day and build it up.
Okay.
Tapping is another one that can be really helpful to just distract, because you're using bilateral stimulation from your brain. So you desensitize the thought process, you concentrate on the tapping, so you can tap your shoulders, pat your knees, look from side to side with your eyes. That's another way. Or there's also bilateral stimulation music on YouTube.
I tried that last night, actually.
Okay. But yeah, for me, breath work is always the go-to. But writing things down as well. What are you thinking of? What's going on in your mind? Write it down, get it off from your head onto a piece of paper, then maybe do some breath work as well.
Yeah, do you think that would help?
I think it will help, yeah. Give it a go.
Amazing, thank you.
No, thank
My
you.
name is Chanel.
Hello, Hattie.
Lovely to meet you, and thank you.
Thank you.